I didn't. Yeah. We good. We good. We good. I could do something. Hold on. We here, boys. What's up, Freddie, man? How you doing, man? We in here trying to make sure everything is smooth. Type of one in the chat, bro. If you can see starting where it says Ghetto Gamers Podcast. If you still in here, boss. Trying to make sure we got the right shit going.
My boy Fred.
Trying to make sure we got everything going well.
Okay, I can see what you're saying now.
It looking smooth?
Mm, I finally tapped into what everybody was talking about.
What do you mean?
The fucking stream itself.
Are you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it. It just says starting.
Okay, yep. It looking smooth? All right, bet. So I'll probably open this bitch up. We good. Boys, we here. We are fucking here,
Yes,
boys.
sir, boys. We live. We live.
So, this is something. This is a podcast we came up with called Ghetto Gamers Podcast. Shout out to my dog E. Shout out to my dog Fifth. I'm your
What's
host,
the word?
Josh,
Oh, we
aka
are
Dougie
here.
P. So we're gonna be talking a little about video games today, a little about what they mean to us, what they meant for, the ghettos of America. And what I'm saying, to start off, my name Josh from Boston, South End to be exact, 29. Video games have been a big part of my life for many, many years. I take pride in this shit. I don't like getting my ass kicked in this shit, but it's what comes with the territory. It's our first episode. I'm excited. So this is new to us. So, as me, I'm gonna pass it to somebody else and let them explain why they fuck with video games and why they like video games. When y'all want to take over?
Man, I got you, man. I got you. I got you. My name Project E, man. I've been playing video games for probably like shit, 20 plus years. My first console being the goddamn Xbox that I could fully remember. I remember vague memories with the goddamn Dreamcast. That little controller with the goddamn screen on it, you feel me? But yeah, man. I done seen the highs and the lows of the video games. Right
Mm-hmm.
now I feel like we in a weird spot with the video games. It's just there's a lot of
City
stuff that could be
situations.
done. There's a lot of stuff that could be done that they just I don't know. I don't know if the marketing team ain't on it or something, man.
Nah,
There's a
man,
lot.
for sure.
And
They
we
got it
about to
all.
talk
They
about
got it.
that.
They got it all fucked up. Microtransaction ruining the industry, man. Fifth, you
Man.
want to introduce yourself, Fifth?
Yo, it's your boy Cam, aka Fifth, aka Shaq, aka a whole bunch of shit, man. Shit, I've been playing games since I was about like shit 8, motherfucker. This shit's a passion, man. Shit helped me stay out the streets. Shit kept me on the swivel. Know how this shit go, man.
Nah, for sure, for sure. So that's why we here. You know what I'm saying? We thought we'd come together and speak on what this shit mean to us and really, take this shit to another level because this shit deeper than just video games, man. This shit helps with, men's mental health. For one, everybody's mental health, man. You play video games, it's like escaping what you go through in this fucked up ass world we live in. But
Uh,
man, this shit has meant a lot to us, and we hope to share that with everybody else that endeavors take the initiative to play video games to escape what they go through, whether it's family bullshit, health, whether it's you in the streets and you trying to just stay out of trouble and find ways to keep the peace within yourself and not be a knucklehead. Because I know we've all been there and done that. Um, but like right now, games, right? Just in general, right? We've all playing games, fucking 15, 20 years plus, right? And it's we've seen it from the highs and the lows, from PS1 to 64. Some of us Dreamcast, maybe I didn't get to really play like that, but I experienced it a little bit. But 64 was where I started. That was a hell of a console, but seeing that to where it's at now with PCs and Xbox, Series X's and PS5s, they done fucked the game up with everything. Gaming has gone downhill. Even though it's the biggest industry right now, it's downhill. They ain't shit out. COVID fucked it all up. And
for
it's
sure.
just like, how,
Man.
how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about just it being at a halt right now with nothing entertaining, nothing's really grabbing your soul to keep you reeled in to play that shit.
Man, once COVID hit, that was the end of like you getting a full game. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like all the games just became half-assed once it hit the COVID. No bull.
You
If
ain't
I'm
even
lying, I'm
lying.
flying.
Cause that one game, shit, Marvel, that shit it was announced before COVID.
Which one?
Man, that shit, the newest one with all the Marvel characters and shit.
Marvel
Rivals?
Rivals?
Nah, fuck Marvel Rivals. Before that, it was like on some Marvel's Alliance type shit.
Oh, Marvel Heroes. I know. Was it
Nah, I think it was just
yeah,
called Marvels.
Marvel's Hero Omega. I got it right here. This shit right here. I think this was it. It was like, yeah, it might have been this right
Marvel
Nah,
here.
Heroes
nah. Type in
Omega.
Marvel game. It wasn't Rivals or Heroes or none of that.
You sure it wasn't this shit? Look,
Nah,
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Marvel's what, man? We gonna find this shit.
Marvel Heroes?
It
I
was
don't
on
remember
this.
Marvel
that
Heroes.
that that shit, was it that shit?
Yeah, Marvel's
Nah,
Hero
it wasn't.
Omega was top down and it was like open world. You could be mad characters.
Nah, not this one.
It
It
was
ain't
on
this one. It ain't this
PS4,
one.
bro. It was on PS4, right? That's what it was
Nah,
on.
I for sure it wasn't this one though.
I'm like, I could have sworn that's the only one that was like what you
Nah, it's the
call
one
it?
that they had dropped Spider Man as a playable character, and Xbox couldn't get it
You talking
type
about
shit.
Marvel's Avengers, bro?
Yeah, Marvel's Avengers. That shit was trash.
That was
That's
a
supposed to be
disappointment. That was
a
a AAA game that they flopped, man. That game
it
was
flopped.
that was a game,
Flopped.
even the review on it, man, like IGN, that was just something that they didn't even, you know what I mean? Like that was
Kamala.
something that was just
Ah,
disrespectful. This game has so
Thanks.
much hope.
The
And
majority of the campaign's missions are
like what they
unique,
get? I
tailored
don't
around
even know
whatever
what they
hero.
got a six,
Be
man.
sure
This
to
shit
head
was
over.
That Marvel
okay.
Avengers? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
But
that shit
this
was
was
hype, bro.
man, this game made me feel as angry as I did about Anthem. Y'all remember Anthem? That EA made
I
Anthem?
never even,
That
I never even got
Hmm.
to play Anthem. I remember that
man,
shit during high school.
that shit was supposed to be the Destiny killer, and that shit came out to be nothing but ass, boy. It was a fucking horrible game. It was buggy, like you couldn't even load it with your friends. Nothing on it was accessible. But I just think right now we had a hope, man, where like the bigger game companies like Call of Duty, Activision, for one, is Fortnite even is just breaking this whole cycle that we got of great games because they just putting out half products to rack up as much they can with a microtransaction. And I think that stems from a lot of phone games because they seen how much games like Clash of Clans was making, a free game, and people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on those games buying fucking gems or whatever it is. And it comes to this standpoint where it's, is it y'all care about, like, does the gaming community, the gaming industry really care about their products? Or are they just hungry, so hungry because they know people ain't gonna stop buying it, right? And it's just like, where did as fucking consumers, where did we go wrong, right? Like, where did we go wrong putting up with paying for games, right? Like, where did we go wrong? Where do y'all think we went wrong, right?
Shit, by letting it happen. That's like motherfuckers playing 2K and shit. Niggas say, yo, we ain't playing the next year,
Man.
next year. Next thing you know, motherfuckers got the next 2K. And then they
Mm,
say the same shit,
mm,
ass.
mm.
To be honest, I don't know if people just ass or the game's ass. That's just 50-50 right there for me.
It's a little bit of both. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because when people start smartening up and realize it's the same
That's
damn
why I haven't bought a
game, just
2K,
cleaned up
man.
a little bit more.
And
I
it's
haven't bought two cases. Well, what was the last time we played 2K?
I think last time we owned it, I think we both bought it was 2020, 2021. I
Yeah,
like, to be
like
honest, it's that too. It's like, spending $300 to make one player, bro. Like, they
yeah,
just
Bro,
crazy.
it's greedy, bro.
Mm,
Like,
mm.
that's
I
why
ain't doing that.
it's
I
just,
just told a dude the other day, y'all spend $200 just to be ass. Mind you, dude only had 0 points the whole game. I'm like, yo,
hmm
bro, what's up with you?
yeah,
Like, come on, gang.
Yeah,
and
it be
and
like that.
and it's so crazy to think that we in 2025 and every single, I want to say, for the last 5 years, not even because there was some games that was put out before COVID. When was COVID? Like 2019 started, 2020? Like, that's
Hmm.
when
Yeah.
it, like, yeah, so like that era, I even think that, but some of the games before, kind of COVID, that shit was brutal to me. Like they wasn't even really complete enough. And like Call of Duty came out with they shit, and it was like that was the game, right? Warzone was saved everything in gaming because nothing was out. There was nothing out to entertain nobody to play but Warzone, and we didn't realize how good we had it with that. And people complained and complained and complained, and the only thing they ever needed to fix was the cheaters, and that was just something that wasn't gonna really be done because they don't give a fuck. But it's like, damn, like all the moments that we have with all those games from 2012, 10, 15, like, when Xbox and PS4 first came out with that shit, when we first entered the next gen, and we brought this next level of gaming, all those games were complete games, like that came with those systems. And then they got to this level where it was like, all right, we make so much money, we ain't even gonna fucking put out a valid product. We're gonna do the shit where we release it, but it's a day one patch. When the fuck
Hmm.
did 360 and PS3 did we ever have a day one patch for a video game?
I don't recall.
I don't
I don't
like
think so.
I
I
don't
don't
I don't
recall.
I don't even think a Call of Duty had a day one patch, and they're a AAA. They fucking push out Call of Duty after Call of Duty every single year. They never, the
Hmm.
only game that I could probably remember that had a patch would probably be 2K, bro. And 2K, they always had a day one patch, right? But that was just because everybody was doing that bullshit to play early. But
Hmm.
no games ever was like, all right, cool, we have to do updates. Like, no, like they have fucking a game that comes out and they'd be like, all right, we need 5 updates for the game to be its finished product. Like, why even put the game out if y'all didn't complete the game? Like, so
Yeah,
we had a,
facts.
it's like, I don't know y'all thoughts on this and what we deal with, but as people that have pride consumers and we love playing video games, we love, chilling with our boys and laughing and joking and catching wreck and talking hella shit, because that's really what it is. It's a relief to sit with your boys and talk shit over a game is fun, right? Like, even that, how y'all feel about there not being like because even though we were kids when we played a lot of games that were rated an M, when we know we shouldn't be playing them, but that built our character in a sense. Now it's like there's no communication in the game. Like, how y'all feel about that? Not being able to, like, this so-called bullying over the internet and all this. How y'all feel like that's impacting like competitiveness in video games, right?
It made the world soft. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh
Mm.
man,
I
probably that be
ain't
true
gonna
shit.
lie.
Ain't gonna lie.
And
If
Probably that
y'all
be
know
true.
the
yeah,
360 party chats, bro, man.
Shit is vicious.
facts,
I got it towards
facts,
the tail end of this shit. I ain't gonna
facts,
lie.
facts. And everybody in here, we
I didn't
all,
get to really even experience it.
we all played sports too, which is funny. And it's like that now. It's like even that, right? We talked hella shit in sports, right? Our shit talking in sports was crazy. But it's like now even that, right? Like if you want to compare the two, like what gaming is and now sports, right? You can look at the NBA, you can look at like the taunting in football. It's soft as shit. Like you can't like this. They don't. They want you to have feelings, but not express feelings. Like and I get the derogatory stuff sometimes people say on the games, and all right, cool. Like but telling somebody they fucking suck ain't bad. They fucking suck. They fucking suck. That's
Oh,
you
yeah.
like
Sometimes you
get
gotta hear that shit.
get better at it, right? Like if you like you live in the real world, like if you fucking suck at something, somebody ain't gonna want to hire you because you fucking suck. Like if you not like fit for it, like don't
You
fucking
ain't
play
up
the
to
game
par.
or like yeah, get better at what you're trying to do. And but it's like now it's so crazy that you can tell somebody like, yo, you a bitch, and instantly you fucking striked or you banned or oh this person's being a bully.
Mm,
Like
Oh
what?
my god, chat offense ban over there in Call of Duty.
I called a dude a bitch on 2K once. I got banned for 2 months. I couldn't
Game
play no
away from that
games.
motherfucker.
Couldn't play no games, bro. Had to
Nah,
watch Netflix.
that shit is different, man. It's a it's and we come from this era of like we had the golden age of video games, and I watched, you know, a video the other day. I think I might have sent it to our group chat on Instagram of the nostalgia shit that Tim the Tatman, right? The 90s to the early 2000s, like not even let me 90s to 2010 or like 2015 maybe, but 2010 was really like our peak, bro. We really peaked at
Nah,
music,
for
at
sure.
gaming, at basketball, baseball. Like that peak was everything that was going on in that time was peak, right? And to see like we could go play a game right now, pull up a game, and those graphics might be incredible, but that feeling you get of like, like this shit is fucking ill. You don't even get that no more. And I don't.
Yeah, not
I,
no more.
and I don't know if it's like, cause we getting older, but I don't think that's it, right? I don't believe that we're not gonna have the same enjoyment as we had when we were younger, man. We still kids at heart. Everybody, it don't matter if you're 60, 70, fucking whatever. Like you still a kid at heart. So it's like, why are these games not pushing that for us no more, right? What are they, you know what I'm saying? Like what it's like, where's the passion behind making these games? Like, where's the passion that they had before, man? You
They just
know?
pushing these shits out
Like
with no
and
substance.
and all these, like I don't know how y'all feel about it, but the the battle that I see a lot is like the retro shit, right? The shit that what we would call retro. Some people might, oh, arcade Tetris, those retro games, cool, whatever. Keep that bullshit over there. Great to
Mm.
be innovative, but keep it over there. We talking about playing with a controller or mouse and key games. Like those are like to us that were originated in our retro games. Whether it was that bullshit ass 64 controller that was the size of a fucking golf ball, whatever that shit. Like we came a long way in those, but
Mm.
it's to see where it is now to what we claim as retro gaming, like Kane and Lynch, Army of Two. You got Ratchet and Clank on PS. You got old school God of War. They're doing phenomenal, but like you got these games that were like so great, and then they dropping all these new titles that are trying to just do better than those, and it's like y'all they're not succeeding. It's like and it's painful to see as a consumer. It's painful to see as a fan, you know. And I'm pretty sure it's like that for y'all. I don't know what kind of input y'all have on, the gaming conversation today that we deal with and what we deal with, as people that purchase these things and what's y'all kind of, thought process on this whole topic of the gaming world right now.
Gaming world needs more fucking love. It's just it's consumer first. It's just not.
Mm,
Ain't no games that like, especially as me being a Star Wars fan,
mm, preach that
we
shit.
got the I guess driest gaming world right now. Everybody's excited about Star Wars Battlefront 2, the new one, the EA one. I can't stand it. Bring me to the old one, '05, the '05, or I think it was '08, fucking Battlefront 2. Oh my God. That one was pinnacle. You talking about I can go from a ship battle in the air to like the land battles, and then even the hero fights was. I feel like the hero fights was a little bit better on the Star Wars EA front, but it
It's
was
just that
just
nostalgic feeling, though. Yeah, man.
nostalgic
But
feeling, and just
I
not
get
even
the thing of that too, man. And it's like, you go from, and it's, I wouldn't even say it was simple, right? Because it was still a massive game, right? But it's just that they took their time, man, right? Like they put their thoughts into that shit because they knew what type of, like, Star Wars fans, man. We strong, like that's a strong community, and I just I sit and think about that shit. Like, I recently, y'all know I've been playing Star Wars Force Unleashed. I recently just re-downloaded those. But even playing that, excuse me, was just like, that was to me a great game, right? And they haven't even put out even, I mean, the last one that I could say was fire was the Jedi game, right? Fallen Order with what's his name? Cal?
Cal Kestis.
Yeah, Cal Kestis. Amazing, right? Cal's that fucking he played phenomenal acting with that shit, the voice, everything in that those games were great, right? They were fun. But I'm like, it gets to a point where it's like 2025, bro. We want to play like some co-op shit. We want to play some shit that we could play with our boys. Like we don't like, single players are all fun and games, cool. But you get a better experience when you play with your friends because it's like, that's to me, it's like, it's I don't know, bro. Like you get a different engagement, bro. Where you talking shit, laughing at them, they fucking die or something, whatever it is, right? You just
Mhm.
get more enjoyment out of playing a co-op game, and to see that they haven't really shown no love to a lot of co-op games recently is just, including like Star Wars
Co-op
though.
games
Like
are dead.
it's just like everything is just I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're I don't know, man. Like I don't know. It's just depressing, bro. Cause like it's like what do we do, right?
It
But
is. You just found out the other day, World at War had co-op multiplayer for story mode. Like
dead
you don't
ass.
get those no more.
Nah, that was yeah,
Man,
for sure. I didn't even know that. I knew that. Well, I think MW3 had co-op, but I ain't even play that shit. I was on multiplayer trying to hit max prestige, bro. Trying to be goated. Like I ain't even. But like even like games that I seen like struggling now, right? Like they still pushing out Far Cry's. Even Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed, right? That was a phenomenal game. I didn't beat it. Just too dialogue heavy. Like then still felt like I was like
they can't find a sweet point with that.
and that's the thing. Like I thought they did well with the visuals. I thought the dialogue was well. I thought the story was well written, but they had too much dialogue. Like it just was going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, bro, like I don't care for all this shit. And it's intriguing, but it's like I don't want to just spend fucking 20 like if I'm on the game for 2 hours, I don't want to spend 45 minutes of that 2 hours in dialogue.
That
Like
wasn't 45 minutes. That shit was like an hour 15.
like and then combat could only go so far, but it's still like you'll get that stale moment where it's like I gotta get off this shit. And it's just I don't know, man. They haven't really put out anything. I can't even think of like a new list of games, right? Like what's it's NBA games, right? New games 2025. Like what have they put out this year at all? Like I don't even think like
Ooh,
new games. Yeah, what the fuck? Nothing, right? What is like most anticipated for 2025? Like, well, Split Faction Fiction, right? Was a cool, I guess, game, but nothing, right? They haven't put fucking shit out. They haven't put a goddamn thing out.
I think a lot of stuff got postponed to be 100.
Like
That's
Spider-Man
what I
2.
think.
Spider-Man 2 was a phenomenal game. No, that came out this year. That was, obviously, but being an
That
exclusive,
was a phenomenal game. You're not even
that,
wrong there.
that's but single player again, right? Like even I heard Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was great. Didn't get to play it, but watched a lot of it. I mean, it's just I mean, Avowed was fucking mid. I mean, Monster Hunter just
Maybe
mid.
some
Like these,
deliverance was here and there.
yeah. Like I'm like everybody said it was good. Assassin's Creed Shadow. I gave that an 8. I just didn't like the dialogue. I gave it like a 7.8, 7.9. Killing Floor is supposed to come out right March. I don't even think that this should come out. No, right? Not. Yeah, it did. What?
Nah,
They
Killing Floor
pushed it
Speed.
back. Yeah, did they
I
push
think
it
he
back?
did put, yeah, because I ain't see. Shit. It probably did. Put it in stores. I haven't seen it though.
But I'm like, and then there was another game
Yeah.
like this zombie, like Dune. I heard Dune was okay, but they ain't really like, an Elden Ring. That fucking fuck Elden Ring, bro. We've been seeing too much of this bullshit for the last fucking I don't even know how long. But Dying Light, right? Like no, well, like how many fucking more of these they gonna make? Then and they all fucking suck. Besides the first one, the first one was the
Man,
best one, right? Like I don't get it. Five Nights at like there's just nothing.
Five Nights
Even
at
this,
Freddy's
like
is
this,
crazy.
this to me, I'm biased when it comes to these games because I love Mafia. I love their franchise, but they fucking suck. Like they fucking suck for doing this shit. Like I don't. I'm not excited for it in any shape, way, or form. I think this was a wake up call for us as a community to really realize that they don't they're scared to spend the money to make a fucking massive game. They're scared to put the effort in to make something, right? Like how can you like even like GTA for instance, y'all, like we play RP. How fucking like GTA is still going. Like it's
Still
still
going.
going, bro. Like and
Most re-rock game ever.
and that yeah, literally. And these games and 2K got the money to fucking make some crazy shit, bro, and they don't. Like Borderlands, I'm excited for. Love Borderlands. I think it's gonna be a great game. But it's just like, there's nothing. We all know this is gonna be fucking. We already know. Like RP to everybody that didn't make it. Death Stranding, first one, 10 out of 10. Definitely a game of the year fucking contender in this game, right? Like I hope that we can build on this and like because the first one amazing, but again, it's a PlayStation exclusive, right? For us PC guys don't really game on console like that. It's like tough, but this was something. I don't know if this is supposed to be like I know they were coming out with do y'all remember Pokemon Stadium?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to come out with something like that. I'm not sure if that's what that is, but I know they got another Pokemon coming out that's like Pokemon Stadium. If y'all don't remember that
Yeah,
shit,
I
go
think I
check.
think that was supposed to be like some arena. Yeah, yup, yep, yup.
But even Fable, man. But like, how do y'all first off? How do y'all feel about this too? Because it just came in, it just popped in my head thinking about like the exclusive shit. Do y'all feel like they should just open the fucking floodgates and flood both consoles with the same shit, right? Like, how do y'all feel about this bullshit ass not being crossplay between consoles in 2025 for every title that comes out that is a multiplayer game? How do y'all feel
Yes.
about that?
Yeah, they should def come like be crossplay. All multiplayer games should be crossplay, man. There should be no reason why it's one sided.
Yeah, most definitely. But these people be complaining too much about who's doing which what and what. But then again, the fucking quality of the games be different too.
Mm, that's true.
Sometimes.
That's
Cause
true.
I know for like what was it? I can't remember the game. For example, Mortal Kombat for the Switch.
Mm.
That shit looked horrendous.
Yeah, I don't, I don't,
Horrendous.
I don't think that should be a title that comes to fucking like. That's the thing too. I think when it comes to handhelds, they should be in their own lane. They shouldn't be fucking cross-plat and multiplayer with other systems and shit like that. I
I'm
don't.
not cross-platting with a family system.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
I,
what's the
I don't,
point?
I don't think it should be like a fucking a thing to do. My
That's just
water.
OP. Then again, yeah, like the graphic quality and shit, fidelity and all that extra shit be
It's
like
just not it's
out of
not
whack.
there. And this too, right? This is a game that I'm looking forward to. Um I fucked with Ark, when it first came out, when it was in game preview. It was an incredible fucking experience. I think everybody here, I think anybody as a child, man, when you're a kid, you growing up, like you play with fucking dinosaurs, bro. Like dinosaurs is like one of the first things you fucking engage with, right? And you know, for it to be what it is and you're like a human in a on a dinosaur planet trying to raise dinosaur. I thought that shit was dope, and I'm excited to see what they do with two. Hopefully it's a lot better, maps bigger, it's funner. They have some other aspects to it, but I'm excited for that. But there's another thing too that was on my mind for a while. When we was coming up with this because we talk about it a lot. It's things that I feel like matters to everybody that is a hardcore gamer. And that is remasters, boys. What is
Yeah.
what is y'all? I'll go. We could do it in line. We do top so because we already know some of them that have come out. Let's give a top five that if you could bring it back right now with today's graphics, today's like just feel of 2025 gaming, right? When it comes to you know graphic wise, right? Because we all know that they visually look stunning. What is your top five games that you would go and bring back right now?
Off the top, my first is off the top. Army of Two. I need Army of
Mm.
Two right now.
That
In
was
this
my
day and
one.
age, with
So,
these
ooh,
graphics,
we going,
bro.
we going, we going both of them. We going one and 40th day. Like we doing both of them. And the Devil's
Yeah,
Cartel.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
don't know
lie
about
to you.
Devil's Cartel.
I don't think
I
I
don't think
played
I
Devil's
played. I don't think
Cartel.
You
I
didn't?
think I played a little bit of Devil's
Nah.
40, 40,
Cartel.
40th day was better though. 40th day
40th day
was.
was the one, but mm, I was gonna
Look
say
at the
Knights of the Old
launch trailer,
Republic,
bro.
but
Look
they're
at
doing
this.
that for PlayStation. If they do a true Star Wars Battlefront like remaster, that could be fire.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. G36.
Trying to
Man,
tell
if
you,
y'all
man.
did not play this game and y'all got a 360 still or something, man, go get you a
Yeah.
copy.
That's
Shit,
the
if you
one.
find me. Bro, like look at for art, they bro, like the graphics, bro, back then was
I don't
phenomenal,
remember it
phenomenal
looking like
for us,
that.
bro. Like this
It's a
was to get a
722.
remaster now, bro. Oh my
Are we
god.
seriously gonna let this happen?
They should even, to be honest with you, they shouldn't even remaster this. It should just be a whole reboot. They should reboot the series. Fuck it.
Full reboot.
Just reboot the series. Fuck a
I like
remaster.
that.
Remaster's pointless.
I like that. I
It'll
like
fit.
that. I
It'll
like
fit in
that.
this day and age.
I definitely like that because
Multiplayer and story wise, it
I
could be the
like
next
that.
top story game
I
out here.
like
I ain't
that.
gonna lie.
So what's your next, man? What's your next?
They fucking was doing Knights of the Old Republic already.
Yep, that was yeah. That's and I
That's
think that's
PlayStation.
yeah. That was that threw me off right with them being on some fucking exclusive shit for PlayStation. Dog, Sony's great, but come on, bro. Like that game is too
Exclusive for
big.
that's crazy.
Yeah, like that game is too big for the community, bro. If you love a MMORPG and you love those kind of games and you love Star Wars, that's the game to fucking play, bro. That's the game. It's the fucking besides like the gameplay obviously for its time was cool, but like if they updated it, it'd be a fucking 10 out of 10, bro. I think it'd probably sell like I don't know. I know it would break a record because it'd probably be the best remastered sell of all time if they made a thing. It's gonna break a lot of records on PlayStation, but it just would have made more if they did it for everything else. You know, but that's another good choice, man. That's another good choice. What y'all got, man? What else?
Star Wars Republic Commando. Give me that. Give me
Republic Star
that.
Wars.
I'm sorry. The Star Wars got a lot of games that can just go stupid right now. And if they would just do it, just
Damn, did I don't know if I played this
that's it.
shit.
Like I'm trying to think.
Did I?
Burnout.
Burnout is really good. I don't know if I played this.
Give me a. Burnout.
Burnout come
Oh, this
back.
was when you was the.
Ooh.
Cause I
Oh,
used to
okay. I
play.
remember
You
this
never played
shit.
Republic Commando?
Yeah, now I am remembering because it gave you the first person view. You're in. Yeah, I do remember this. I don't think I've ever beat this though. I played this on original Xbox.
I beat that shit like 4 times, bro. Always at
Yeah, I
my
didn't.
grandmother's house playing that shit. It was that, Jedi Knight Academy,
Yeah, Jedi Knight Academy was.
Warriors. What the fuck else? Warriors is fucking amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hell
That
yeah.
was another one I could run through all day.
Yeah, that was yeah. I like the game mode on that when you could just pick a park or pick somewhere and you could just fucking have a brawl. You just beating up mad people and shit. It was like their waves mode or something or whatever it was, like Royal Rumble or some shit. But this shit looks so like even this, bro.
Yeah,
Like
that
this,
little ball shit, like all the games and shit. Yeah. I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
But like this, like how did this shit looks good? Like I'm curious now right now to know if they have this on PC on Steam because I will buy it. If this is on Steam, I will buy this. Right? Like this is something I will buy. And that's just, like that's three, man. Personally for me, it was a big game for me, man, was fucking Scarface, yo. Like I love that
Never
game,
played
bro.
Scarface on the
Scarface.
room.
Scarface
Scarface
was
definitely on the room.
was I'm not gonna lie, if you go and look at GTA, they have so many features from that game and from Scarface, it's incredible, bro. Like it's incredible. Like calling the car, like they had a cell phone in that shit. You can call people, you could call your boy, like the gun running shit when you needed more guns. He'd pull up and pop the trunk open. Like there were so many aspects in that game, you know, that were crucial, right? Like I don't know, bro, for the time at least, right? And another game too that I think I would really bring back. Hmm, I want to go. It's between because you said Warriors, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Manhunt. I'd say Manhunt, or I'd go a Max Payne 2. One of those two games
Ooh.
would be, Max Payne, great. Like 3 was cool. Like it was nice. Obviously, it was fun.
It
But
was just finished there.
Max Payne's 2 was, oh my fucking god, bro. Playing that shit, there was so many levels on that shit that I couldn't beat, bro. Like I don't know. I just sucked. But like that game was fucking fun playing, bro. And Manhunt, right? Manhunt was insanity, right? Like if you didn't get to play that, that wasn't a game you got to, experience.
And oh my god,
Manhunt
that's
was
that's not
was
even a remaster. That's a reboot.
like
Reboot right
and
now.
that and that and to
But
me and to me that'd be
it
a bet
won't.
that bro, that'd be the best killer game out, right? They got out here playing Dead by Daylight and Fall, bro. That game, if you can do that where those are online players and you are like, you know what I'm saying, and have that as a massive game and immersive world, oh man, that game would be fucking lit, bro. With fucking proximity chat over with, bro.
Mhm.
Man, they're
You
going
know,
stupid right
like
now. But the
like
way people be feeling, they're gonna dumb the game down.
of course, absolutely. And then another thing that I was thinking too, right? Because I'm pretty sure everybody here played Battlefield. Do y'all remember Battlefield when they added the commander role? When you could be a commander in Battlefield? No, y'all don't remember that?
I'm not too sure.
Was that
You
after
introduced me
Bad
to
Company?
Battlefield.
So yeah, it was 3 and 4, I believe you can be, or it might have been 4 where you can be a commander and you can call in shit, bro. Like you tell people what to do, tell people
Yep,
like
yep,
it's
yep.
like you're like yeah, like the team. So and then fucking Manhunt, the dude over the voice comm was telling you what to do, right? So imagine if they had somebody like you're basically a team, right? You got everybody that you're trying to kill in the game, but then the fucking like your teammate is the commander basically. Your teammate is telling you how to kill. He's the one checking the cameras. He's the one, all right, you know what I mean? Like telling you where and
Mhm.
how to kill the people, and you got to complete it. Like basically, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be fire. Like, and I'm just like this. I'm like it's I don't know, bro. There's so many ideas, but I think Manhunt would have been crazy. And another one too that I think I would love for a reboot, right? Was Kane and Lynch. Kane and Lynch was a staple game.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think that was a phenomenal game. Was Kane and Lynch, man? That was you can't go like Kane and Lynch was fucking incredible. Kane
Now,
and Lynch
Ken
two
Lynch was
was
goaded.
like even this shit like Dog Days, Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days, like this game to me was so incredible, bro. Like just the fact that when you shoot somebody in the head, like it does the camera effect, like it blurs it out. Like that was like whoever thought of that was fucking brilliant. Because what's crazy is they were recording with a fucking camera the whole time. like a
Hmm.
VH. What is it? A cassette tape camera. Like
Mhm.
like that's what it felt like you was playing on. You know what I mean? And then that's your boy. Like you like it's crazy. Like that's your boy. Your boy's playing. Like you know what I'm saying? And like this shit
Yeah.
was just so dope. Like I'm like I don't. Fifth, you got any fucking any remasters that you would like to see if, or even reboots, man? A series reboot, right? Like what's something?
So y'all said Army of Two. That was my one. I like to have Def Jam, Fight for New
Mm.
York.
Oh,
That
phenomenal,
need to come back.
phenomenal.
Uh,
Absolutely.
what else? Personally, I like Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monk. I need that to
That
be
was a fire
remastered.
game. I'm not gonna lie. That game was hard as fuck to beat, but it was fun as fuck. That was a
It was
hard
fun.
co-op game to play, bro. Like I think it was just too, cause like obviously for his time, like controls were ass, but like with a reboot of controls and everything, that'd be a fucking amazing. Like that game would be top
Hmm.
tier. It would be top tier, right? Like so.
Splinter Cell. I need Sam
Oh,
Fisher to come back into the world.
mm.
I haven't seen Sam Fisher in years. I need
Now,
him to come back.
would you see? That's I like those, right? I like those a lot, and I think
My
Tom
boy
Clancy.
Fred.
I think Tom Clancy's doing like a solid little thing right now, and I feel like it would be a little different if they had like because I don't know what's the only Tom Clancy two games that I could say that were, well, three really, that were like fire ass multiplayer, right, games was Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare was fire, um fucking Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was gas,
Hmm.
Yes.
and what is it, I'll say Siege, right? Siege is their longest running game right now, like it's their longest running game. I'm not even gonna go Division, bro. Their PvP to me was just, I don't like cover based.
It ran its core.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't really like Vision like that,
I don't.
especially Tool.
The
It
co-op
just get a
aspect of
lot.
it was fun though. That shit playing with your friends and shit was cool, but the PvP aspect of it, I've always been kind of biased to cover shooters because I sucked at Gears of War. Like Gears, I sucked
I
at.
couldn't do that shit.
But I
What?
liked
That
Gears
Horde
of
shit was
mode.
War is
life.
my shit.
I liked Horde mode. I had fun with that. What up, Freddy? Like that was my shit too though. I fucked with that, but it was just, you know what I mean. Something that just didn't stick well with me was I couldn't really, I don't know, like I needed to be able to move. Like I sucked at the movement in that shit. It was just bad, man. Like I didn't have a fun experience fucking playing that shit, bro. Like I really didn't, you know. And that was something that, I don't know. So I never really liked cover based shooters, but definitely though would be dope to see a Splinter Cell back. I could agree on that, you know. So
And last but not least, NFL Streets.
ooh.
No matter
so
what copy.
so how so
Anything sports wise, streets needs to
was
come back.
was fire, right? I think they tried to do it. Well, I mean, they somewhat they tried to add their own little twist on it. Was the Madden shit, the yard, right? And it's cool. It's
When it
cool.
first came out,
It,
it was fire.
it's cool. Like the FIFA one, soccer one, cool.
Hmm.
But it
But
gotta
it
be
ain't
there.
NFL
It
Street.
got to yeah, it got to be like their own standalone. You know what I'm saying? Like have your own standalone. And
Shit. Mario Strikers is better than that soccer shit they got going on right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. If that's the case,
Mario Strikers gas. That I'm not gonna lie.
Mario Strikers is one. I'll play that.
Mario Strikers is fire. Like that was,
Over some FIFA, I'll play some Mario Strikers. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, that shit was fun. And another thing too that I fucked with a lot, man. That was like I was big on was fuck is the name of that shit, man. Damn, I'm trying. Fuck, I can't even think, man. Um, I really can't think. But oh, talking about shit that they need to bring back. All right, so how y'all feel? Well, I know I'm pretty sure. Did we all own PSPs?
Yeah,
Everybody have a
hell yeah.
Yes.
PSP?
Yep.
So I ain't played a PS Vita. I don't know. Like, but how do y'all feel, right? Because obviously Xbox is already confirmed. Their their handheld coming out. I think they got a collab with Asus coming out. Um, so how do y'all feel about that, right? Xbox got their own handheld, and PlayStation is obviously doing their next. What is that? What's their next shit? Is it a PS Vita 2? I
PS Vita 2?
what the
I
or
haven't
what is
looked
it? What
into
what's
that.
the portable PS Portable 2 or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah, portable too.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they got their 2 coming out. They're doing that too. I think that's 2026, 2027. But like, how do y'all? What do y'all? Oh, I forgot you could even do that in this game. But how do y'all feel about handhelds? What's y'all stand on those? Right? Like, what is y'all? If
They
it's not,
missed out during COVID.
hmm,
COVID was the best time for them to implement any one of these companies to implement a goddamn handheld.
hmm,
Xbox, it's been overdue for Xbox to do it. PlayStation, they can take over for the fact of the only people they're beefing with is Nintendo. And you're going
hmm,
up against a family system in comparison to
true.
goddamn
That is true.
a system that could play everything. Like
Hmm.
I don't think you could play Grand Theft on the Switch.
Nah,
Like
No, I
exactly
don't
my
think
point.
so.
nah.
So
What was
if
it that?
they were to
Oh
drop
no, that
one
was
right
PS.
now, bro, I'm trying to tell you, drop one right now and get it ready in time for the goddamn GTA 6. Super sales, super goddamn sales.
But even that, right? Like I think where GTA even excelled too, man, was Chinatown Wars, all those little sub GTAs, right? Were fire, man. Those
Mm,
Chinatown Wars
some
was
little
gas.
subgenres.
Yeah, Liberty City Stories, like those were like good ass GTAs, man. I thought Douglas, how you know my name, Doug?
That boy on your
Yo,
bad. God damn.
that's crazy, man. That's wild. It's Dougie P to you, sir, Charles. Um,
Oh,
fucking, but yeah, man. I think like even to start like because if you had the PSP, did you play Battlefront on the PSP?
yeah, I play
That shit
Battlefront.
was
You know I
fire.
had to.
Oh, another game
That
that
shit was
I didn't bring, bro. That I because I thought of that because of PSP. Fucking SOCOM.
Yeah, but I had so calm for
on the
P3
PlayStation.
though.
SOCOM,
I
bro.
had on the P2.
I had it
I
on,
had that for
Yeah.
bro.
P3, and those, bro,
Right
those
here. This,
games. Oh man,
bro. I used to play this shit. This was my shit. I don't want there to be no music,
SOCOM was like,
Live fire exercise. Let's dig in.
I
bro.
think that's what got me into like
Mama
shooters and
Literally,
shit.
this shit was so gas, bro. Like I be in school playing this shit.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
bro. My mom, bro. But man, I
Yo.
begged my mom to buy me the PSP, and when she bought me the shit, it came with SOCOM. And then this was before Battlefront came out because somebody stole my shit,
Nice shot.
and I ended up getting it back. And then I had two PSPs because my mom bought me the Stormtrooper all white one. I think this shit. Nope, nope. I don't want Copilot. This shit. I had this shit. It was fire, bro. I wish I still had it to this day, bro. Like that shit was ill. Came with the look, came with it and everything, bro. The backgrounds and this shit was so gas, bro. Like, like this shit was lit, bro. Like this was the truth, bro. I had this shit, but like this shit was just incredible, bro. Like I don't know, bro. The gameplay, the like everything was just lit. Like it was so fun, bro. Even like there was a race car game too on PSP that was right here, bro. Y'all,
PSP was ahead of his
it
time,
was, bro.
bro.
You ever played Juiced?
I don't think so.
It was a racing game, bro. It was like it was fire though. But like, look, yeah, like on the PSP though. This was on the PSP, bro. Look how clean that shit looked. It was Matt, yo, bro. This game was fire, bro. It had nitrous on it, everything. It was like kind of like a little bit of underground. You know what I'm saying? Like Need for Speed Underground, but this game was so ill. The customization was fire, bro. The cars, they're all JDMVs. Like it was fire, bro. Like this game was ahead of its time. But the PSP was so crucial, man. And I think that was like what like fucked us up a lot was that,
How
right?
you
I
not
think
feeling the handhelds, my boy? That boy Freddie over there talking about them handhelds.
that's now though, that's what I'm saying. So when you think about it now though, that's like, like it comes into play with that, man. It's tough though to really sit there and talk about handhelds and see that. I think I think it fucked up so bad because of how good newer gen consoles are on PCs, right? How what the capability of those, right? So it's like, oh, why would I pay $300 or $400 to get a handheld? You know what I'm saying? And then I could just throw a couple more $100 and get a fucking a console that is way better graphically, fucking performance, you know. So I think that's too, but I don't know, man. I think we're at a halt right now with games, and it's a crucial time, man, for the era we're in right now with games, right? And society at that, right? We're fucking sissies, bro. Like people that are creating these games are fucking just. I don't even think they even fucking play the games. Like I really don't even think they fucking play them, right?
Until they get past the fucking second hour.
I think they tried out. All right, yep, the A button and the fucking Y button work. Let's just, kind of get rid of it. And I think that's where we stand with this shit, man. I think that's literally where we stand, and that's the sad part about it all, right? Is where we headed, right? Where are we headed with this? Oh, you got a VR. I how is
Yeah.
that? How is that something? How do you feel about that? How you feel about the VR world?
I tapped into it for a little bit. I played like a good like 3 days in total, like hours, not consecutively, but like 3 days worth of hours of that shit. And it was cool, don't get me wrong. It's just they haven't figured out like I don't know, the ergonomics on that shit. Once they figure out how to get that shit to feel comfortable in your head,
Mm,
it'll be better. Cause right now it be feeling like you got snowboarding goggles and you pulled the back piece all the way back. Like my head be hurting. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, it'd be smooth. Like the interactive piece, like I can't remember what game I was playing. I was playing like I think a battle royale on there
mm,
or something like yeah, I think it was a battle royale. Bro, they really had me climbing, peeking, looking around the corner, reloading it. Like
mm,
it gives it a extra dimension to the game. Like you
mm,
feel me? You feel like more not invested, but like more in tune with it. That
mm.
first person feels like first person plus. Like that's the
Yeah.
best way to explain it. Like it's different, bro.
I
But
I tried it. I'm not gonna lie to I tried it, and that shit just I didn't fuck with it. I didn't like that shit. I didn't it made, I got dizzy, bro.
You get nauseous.
I ain't
Yeah,
get
it made me
nauseous.
it made
I ain't
me
get
feel
nauseous.
weird, bro. Like I don't know. Like it just I don't know. Like I didn't, maybe it was because of what I was playing, but I just didn't fuck with it. I don't know. But I'm like, man, it's a wild thing that we face right now, right? Like, and this is only the first episode. I'm proud of us, dog. I'm proud that we came out in here and we talked about the shit that we kind of talked about, and you know, we're gonna keep this shit going. But it's like, what the fuck are we doing, right? Like, what is this gaming world doing to really scratch the surface, right? Like, how far can they keep going graphically without worrying about gameplay? I feel like they keep worrying about the way the game looks, and then worrying about how much they're gonna make off of it instead of just worrying about the fucking gameplay. And that's what's killing us, right? Like, I mean, I think that's a big loss for us, right? Because we come from games that literally fucking look like shit. Like they might have looked great for the fucking time, but you go back and play a game, you're like, God damn, this shit sucks. Right? It's
Mhm.
ugly, and it's just, we could do so much on PC. That's the point of it. Facts though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a situation that we face, right? Like you literally can do everything, you know. But it's like, you got all these games, bro. Like you really just you could play
Back
whatever,
then was fire.
you
It
know.
was fire,
And
bro.
and we didn't it's too, and it's like we as kids though, like as motherfuckers that game, we didn't care about the graphics, bro, because everything was fun to play, bro. Like it was fun. You
There
could
was
come.
substance to the goddamn games. 'Cause I don't remember none of them
Exactly.
games looking
Like,
like that, bro.
and yeah, man. Like
I
it's
don't
just,
remember none of them games looking like that.
and they
They
look that
looked like they was in HD.
Like you feel me?
facts,
Like that's the graphics we
facts,
had back then. Shit,
facts.
we made the best out of that.
Like, and
Shit.
and
Yep.
and it's just it's a thing that we kind of come into with this realization of that we're in a tough spot right now when it comes to not having this ability to like get finished products, man. Like this, every single game that has come out, whether it was on the Xbox, fucking place, like I give PlayStation this credit because they be doing their thing with the single players, you know. But it's like the games just have no type of fucking oomph to them, right? They just it's like, all right, wait for a patch, then wait for another patch, or like you can't even play most of these games that are co-op at launch, So that's
Nope.
where we get into this realm, and it's like, what is there to play, man? And then there's only so much you're gonna play this shit till you get fucking bored. It's like, and I think of us, trying to build this podcast and saying what gaming means to us and share this type of this drive that we got for games and this love that we got for it is important, because it all kept us out of trouble. Obviously, some of us more than most, because I was still a dickhead growing up. Um, but I think we like this shit is deeper than a lot of people, think. And we all had those, those people, whether, not our family, because our family's the one that brought us into this gaming life, right? But we had people in the world, man, for all you do is play video games, talk shit about it. And it's like this shit saved a lot of people, man. This is something that did a very like touching thing to somebody, and kept them out of trouble, whether it was, helped them with mental illness, like health or whatever, like, and helped them escape their own problems and depression that they dealt with. It's something that I'm gonna probably talk on in some later episodes of what it did for me individually. I'm not sure kind of mentally what it has done for y'all, but like it's been kind of amazing for me to be able to still be able to play video games today. So I'm just blessed on that. I'm happy, thankful. But I don't know what you guys want to touch on next week, or not next week, but Wednesday. I'm not sure how y'all want to go about this, but if y'all ever have anything to speak on, or what y'all want to talk about or hear from us, or be featured on an episode, let us know. We here. This is episode 1. We here. This is we gonna do this shit till we can't no more, and keep spreading the love of video games and the awareness that we face right now with this fucking bullshit microtransaction shit, and how it's destroying the gaming industry. Um, and just take on these challenges, man. So I'm excited, to keep doing this. And I don't know about y'all, but this was lit. I think we touched on a lot of things. I think this was a good little first start, a good first episode. You
Yeah,
know,
good first episode for the fellas, man.
you
Man,
know. So I'm like,
baby steps in the right direction, man.
you know, I'm just hoping that we get to where we need to be, and keep spreading this love of what this shit does for us, man. Video games is, it's not a fucking cult. It's a lifestyle, man. When you get in these games, and this shit it's like a part of your personality, man. And this shit's all over the
All it's
world.
about,
It's
buddy.
all over the world, you know.
Hey, yo,
That
Freddie, man, we
exactly.
appreciate you, man, being in
For
the stream
sure,
today,
for
man.
sure, for sure. And that's the thing that we in life, though, in general, man, we never kind of appreciate things until it's gone. And we had the golden era, and now that we in this era right now, it's like, damn, we look back on it like, shit, we ain't even appreciate it like that, you know. And it's just a wild fucking adventure that we on right now, and I'm excited to see where this shit goes. Exactly. Graphics didn't matter, man. Graphics did not matter, and
Not at all.
that was something that
Online didn't
was
even matter
not
because
at all.
they
Hell
was
no.
dropping quality
Nah,
Because
games.
we
I didn't
got
even
to
have
nothing
sit
but
at
mobile.
you
cosplay.
got to go to your man's crib and chill. Like,
There's nothing but
Ma, get the
cosplay, bro.
fucking pizza rolls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Talking about peace rolls,
get the
Fortnite.
fucking
I got a
hot
new girlfriend.
pockets. Yeah,
Life's
like,
good.
yeah. I just wanted
You
Fortnite.
stupid.
Like, it's like dead
I
ass,
got my
dead
peace
dogs.
rolls
Like,
now.
yeah, like, what the fuck? I got the fucking hot pockets. Like, the boys is coming. But it's just like you just get that, you don't get that satisfaction, man. Even playing with your family no more. Like, they ain't even shit to really play with your cousins unless you online. But like that's something that is very crucial, and I'm excited, that we got to do this. I'm excited that we starting this journey because this shit is lit, bro. This shit is lit, and We all stream. We all got our own stream too. And the link is in our bio. Exactly. Some of your best friends. Exactly. That shit we gotta touch on, right? Like maybe next
That's the next
episode.
episode.
You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. And just to think like, we all come from different backgrounds, walks of life, don't matter where it's at, but this is more too for Boston too. Like this is another thing to really like we all come from, here and we know that as kids that come out of these neighborhoods out here in these streets, regardless, we know that it's so much envy out here, bro, and people never want to see you do good or never want to see you do better than them, never want to see you in a better position. And for us to just even collectively come together, and I met Fifth, what, last year? Like
Yeah.
last year, I met Fifth
Hmm.
last year. It's my dogs, my brethren. I met E. Fuck, too fucking long. I fucking hate this light skin.
I'm sorry.
But that's my dog though, like, and the shit
Sorry,
we
guys.
just we here for, yeah, so texting them hoes. But we here for, for a long run, man. We here to bring this shit and bring light to what it does for everybody, man. And and just keep thriving on this shit. But that's gonna wrap it up, man. We got our socials in our bio. If you want to follow our Twitches, we in there. I might hop on stream later tonight because I ain't streamed in a minute.
Is okay,
Swerve's
dude.
cool. Swerve's cool peoples.
I can't stand that dude Swerve. I ain't gonna lie.
Swerve be
Like,
acting like a motherfucking player. You know what I'm
Man, fuck him.
bozo.
Nah, no
saying?
sir. Swear the dog, man. That's my guy. Shout out to him. Him swiping up the other day made me kind of happy and realize that I'm proud to have good people around me, man. Like no funny shit. He ain't a dickhead like some
Yeah,
of
good
my
people.
friends. You know, no, no shots. You know,
No
No, you
shots.
good. You good.
but it's like shit. Fucking the links in the bio, man. I'm gonna do some editing on this shit, and we're gonna post this bitch on YouTube. So if anybody that didn't get to come in here and check us out, y'all could go watch us. And keep tapped in. We're gonna work on making a TikTok for this shit. We're gonna work on I got an IG already. I just gotta change the name and do shit like that. So and we might fuck around, make a Facebook or something too. But for sure, that's raps. It was much love to everybody that popped out and watched. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful night.
Goodbye. Have a good
Peace
night.
out.